Welcome back to the Brick Brethren. My name is Ian. I have this retired Lego Razor Crest set number 75292. It has 1,000 pieces, a little over 1,000 pieces, 1,023 pieces. It's a 10 plus set. This set came out in 2020 and it is retired, like I said, so you can't buy it from Lego stores or retailers anymore. I'm sure you could find it on eBay, Bricklink, wherever you buy sets, Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, came with 5 minifigs, including Grogu, if you count him as a minifig, and this beauty of a set. I also have this stand from brickccessories.com, which I will be going over in this review as well. So yeah, buckle up, and this is the way. I also don't have the box anymore, or I have the instructions, just not with me. Which you can look at online if you really want to look at the instructions and the box art. They're all online. Other than that, let's get right into the review. Here is the Razor Crest, all built here with the minifigs. They are standing on the Brick Accessories stand that came with the stand for the ship. Let's go over them first, and then we'll go over the set, and then we'll go over the Brick Accessories stands. All right, starting off strong here with the Mandalorian himself, Din Djarin, his real name. He has this nice long gun thing that you see in the first season. It's a cool gun, so it's kind of fun that they included it. This Mando minifig is also from the first season, so it doesn't have all of the updated printing and armor and stuff that he gets later on. Spoilers, sorry, I mean, it's been out for years. So anyways, there is no head print on this one because we didn't know what his face looked like for a while, as per usual for Mandalorians. He comes with this nice thin cape that I haven't really seen before, other than like the use for Mandalorian minifigs. So I really like that. It's just dark gray. And then we can take a look at the back printing there, which looks nice. Even though this is his old armor, I feel like this is still some great printing. So I appreciate that. No arm printing at all there. But the dark brown arms with the tan torso, there's a ton of printing on there, which I think is enough. Like, I don't remember enough from the first season that he has anything on his arms or anything really to begin with. I'm sure there's some detail that could be added on, but I don't think it's necessary for this minifig here. But yeah, that is the Mandalorian. Next up, we got the Child, or Grogu. We didn't know his name for a while, just like the Mandalorian himself. But yeah, this is a fun little baby minifig. Nothing on the back or anything, no printing on the top, but there's some detail there. You can take his head off, and it is kind of flexible, so the ears don't really break, which is nice. But yeah, he's really cute and is holdable in a hand, which I can show you as well. So you can just pop him in Mando's hand there, and yeah, looks great. Here's Greef Karga. He is, I think he's in seasons 1 and 2. I don't think he's ever in 3. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in 2 as well. I like him a lot. He's a good minifig to include in this set. He's a fairly important character in the first season, more than the second, from what I remember. But yeah, he's got this black hair here and 2 face prints. This more stern one and this smiling one, which I like. Looks good there. Continuation of his cloak wrapping around his shoulder, you can see. And then, yeah, just the printing of his vest, I guess, I think looks really cool. Got a cool belt, and yeah, he's got this nugget color for his arms, dark brown for some gloves, and then got 2 pistol blasters. So yeah, I think this minifig looks great. Fun inclusion. This is IG-11. He is very similar to the bounty hunter droid IG-88. He's voiced by Taika Waititi in the series, which is a fun fact. Yeah, it's fun to get another version of this, especially with the printed, I guess, headpiece, you can call it. That little cylinder piece, elevated stud, I don't know what you call him. But I think he looks really good. I don't have the little clip right now that holds his gun on the back, so I just kind of shoved it in there. I think it works. But yeah, he comes with that longer rifle and then this blaster here. But yeah, just a generic kind of gray droid body. One arm is the classic, just bent, and then this is the straight arm so he can shoot. And yeah, fun inclusion, great addition to the set. Lastly, we have this Scout Trooper, which I think is very nice. I really like Scout Troopers, but this helmet looks awesome. The printing looks great too. He's got black arms and black gloves with a little pistol blaster there. But yeah, some great printing there on the front. You can see the back as well, the back of the helmet too. There's some dual molding going on with the helmet with some black and white. And then yeah, just a simple face, you know, Superman face, whatever face. You know, they just throw those same faces under all the stormtroopers and clones and such, which is fine because they always have the helmet on. It'd be kind of fun to have like a, I don't know, some emotion, like a scared emotion or something on there. But I think he looks great. I don't remember a Scout Trooper being that important to the Mandalorian series, but fun inclusion of a very detailed and nice minifig. Now the part you've all been waiting for, the Razor Crest set. This set is very cool. I think it's kind of the last of its kind where the size of this, it's pretty big. I mean, you know, here are my hands for size. But Lego used to make bigger sets like this for most, just like Star Wars ships. So like, you know, if you wanted an X-Wing, you had to pay $80 for it. But now they've started making smaller ships that are more affordable, which I really enjoy as well, because you can get more and they're less and they still look really good. You know, not as many details and generally not as many minifigs, but I think it's fun to have, you know, an X-Wing and a TIE Fighter and not have to pay, you know, $200 for both of them. So, you know, this retailed for $140, which, you know, it comes with a little over 1,000 pieces. So that is a little bit overpriced in my opinion, although it is a fantastic set. So I can't remember if I paid full price for it since it's been so long, but I don't know. Let's get right into it. I'll stop yapping about price and you know, these specifics that you probably don't care about. Anyways, it's kind of nice to turn on this stand here, which I'll be going over at the end of this review. But yeah, there's a lot to go through here. So I'm just going to show you, I'm going to flip it around because you can see this side a little better. But all of this siding flips down. So we can start with the front here. This little one, got that whole side there. So that all flips down. This even goes down too, which is technically the ramp into the ship. This isn't really supposed to do it if it's canon, you know, whatever. This is the sleeping quarters here, which I will zoom into so you can see the detail a little bit better there. Just kind of a very simple bed, and those are sticker pieces back there to give it some depth. And oh, it's kind of hard with the cape. I'm just gonna grab the Scout Trooper. Okay, you can attach the studs there and lay them down. So looks perfect. That looks pretty good there. I'll just leave them there. And looking over here, you may have seen these a little bit, but these just come out like this, and they are some criminals or just people that had a bounty on their head in some carbonite that the Mandalorian is transporting. So those are two different prints. No, there's, sorry, stickers. I mean, they're printed to begin with. Printed on a sticker. Anyways, I don't know who they are, but I'm glad that they included two different ones. So there's some variation. But yeah, super easy to just put everything back up like that. You can see from the back, and I'm just gonna take it off the stand. All right, now that it's off the stand here, you can see how this is a nice little ramp. So anything can go in there, boom, easy. And just like the other side here, I'm going to show you this side. So this side, you know, there's not the people in carbonite here, and there's not a bed, but there is storage for these spring-loaded shooters, which I'll take out so I can show you later. But that's about it as far as the inside goes. But there's a ton of space back here. If you compare it to some other ships, like it has maybe from these two pieces, and that's the only space that they give you in the ship, even though there could probably be more space. But, you know, very fun for playability. You can put a bunch of people in there. And yeah, so there is the inside of the bottom carrier. We can go onto the front as well as the inside of the cockpit, which I think looks really good. Let's raise it up so you can see inside. There you go, you can see the cockpit a little better, and just comes off like this. There's these little clip pieces that go into those more hinge pieces, I guess. And this is printed on this cockpit piece, which I am very happy, because putting stickers on cockpit pieces are probably one of my least favorite things. They just always get uneven, even if you put them on really nicely. So you can see there's two red chairs, and then there is just a little control panel there. That's really it for the cockpit. There's not much going on in there. No space really to put anything, although this does go up, and there are two clips there, so you can put his gun in there, and you could put something else. And that goes right back down. This goes right there, boom, easy. I really like the shaping of that. I think it looks great, especially with just the way that they were able to shape the curve of the front. But yeah, let me grab one of these. That goes in there. Oh, found it. All right, I was using both hands and I still messed up. Boom. Okay, there it is. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see, and you can just push right here, which is kind of fun how it is hidden, and you just push that down, and you can see when you push it back in, get my hand out of the way, it just pops back up. So I really like how hidden those are. There's both this one and that one, so you can see both of them. Yeah, you can fire two at a time, so that's kind of fun. Checking out the top of this thing, we got a little compartment here that you can take out, and that just reveals the inside, so there's nothing to do with that. Push that away. So this is just a little pod. I don't even remember what it is, although that you, like, I remember you can put somebody in there. Let's grab Mr. Scout Trooper again. And then you just plop that back on top. What was his? Oh, perfect. Yeah, so you can see his little face in there, which looks kind of funny. That looks kind of like Star Wars games little profile picture. realize that. That's kind of fun. Anyways, I think it might be an escape pod or something. But yeah, that comes apart. I thought it was to transport the people, maybe, but you know, he has the carbonite ones too, so I don't know. Maybe if they need to be uncarbonized, I don't know. We got these two big old turbo jets, engines, thrusters, whatever they're called. They look really nice. Obviously, they used some very cylindrical. Tell me how to say it. I can't think of how to say it. Cylindrical pieces here, so it looks really nice. Got a barrel in gunmetal gray there with a trans orange piece on the back. And these are stickers, which were pretty big stickers. I remember those weren't the funnest to put on, but not terrible. I'm glad that they're there because they add a good amount of detail, because it would have just been very smooth if not. And then there's the front of it, which I think looks good. I've seen some other custom like builds of this set that look really good too, and generally better, but I think Lego did a good job with the shaping of this set, because I mean, if you look at it, it's kind of an awkward ship. I remember seeing this for the first time in the show, and I'm like, I don't really see the appeal of this ship, and it just really grew on me. I mean, I think it is a really cool ship after you know, seeing it more. I think it may have just been because it was newer, and I don't know. But overall, that is the set. Let's go over these stands, and then we'll go over my overall thoughts. All right, first off is the stand for the set itself, which you couldn't totally see under. I mean, you could see it, but not in like very good detail, just because I mean it's on top of it. But yeah, you can get these stands from Brickccessories.com. They sent us 3 stands for free, which was very kind of them to do, and they told us to just give a good honest review about them. And yeah, it was pretty easy to build. They gave us this little instruction, sort of an instruction paper about it. It had this nice orange tool, kind of like a brick separator, which is kind of fun that they made it orange, maybe to match that. But this was to peel off the protective coating so that it doesn't get scratched and stuff in shipping, which was really nice. So that's a nice tool that they gave for free along with the set, and you can elevate your build, as it says. Yeah, I think it is really nice. I've had other stands before that are very similar to this, and I think these hold up pretty nicely with those. You can see me right there. Very nice, you know, black reflective plastic that is a nice, I don't know, color. I mean, it's black, but this is clear, which I really appreciate because it looks like it's floating a little more. These are actual Lego studs in here that you just pop in. They just give you a bunch and then you pop them in after peeling it off, the protective coating there. But yeah, I think it looks great. And I'll show you the minifig stand as well, and then I'll show you it on the stand, which you've seen it already. This minifig stand was included as well, which is also very simple. It's just the same black. It has this groove around it as well. You know, there's you can see the bottom of the studs there, but we'll do it without the minifigs. And there are the black studs for this one, which I think are better, obviously, because they don't stand out more, just like the white ones on the clear, which would be nice to have clear ones on the clear ones, if that makes sense. Clear studs on the clear plastic piece. I know clear studs aren't as common as the white, but and you know, you don't really see it because the set's sitting on top, but it could be a nice addition. Anyways, they just give you the one stud there, which is fine. It works, you know, because you only need one stud for a minifig to stand and stay still. I mean, you can shake this around and he doesn't come off. I mean, if you go really hard, yeah, it's not too bad. The only thing is, you know, there's that little gap, which is fine, but generally, I mean, it kind of leans. I don't know. It's not my favorite. I prefer two studs next to each other, and I'm sure that's hard to do. But I mean, you could get a piece to make it so it's, you know, in the middle or something. That especially for IG-11 with his feet, it doesn't go on one stud super well. I mean, it works, but it's just the same as a minifig. It kind of pops off easily. So, you know, it works great, and it's display, so it's not going to be moving around that much. So you don't really have to worry about them falling off, really. It works great for Grogu because he's one stud tall, or one stud wide, I guess. But, you know, it looks great. Like, I love how this looks all lined up, all the minifigs lined up together. I think it looks very fun. And yeah, that is the minifig stand. And putting the stand on the set, so it just connects with studs on the bottom, and it's probably going to be a little difficult showing this on camera just because I don't know. I usually hold the set upside down and then pop it on. Looks like I'm struggling. Okay, got it on there. And I just like to push down just a little slightly, not like hard or anything, but I think it looks great on the stand. And together, like you saw at the beginning, that looks awesome. That looks great. They even added this clear piece so that you can elevate this. So you can put that there, connect it. So if you want that to be floating too, which is really fun. I don't know if that's, I mean, it must be accurate, I just don't remember, which I don't care for accuracy that much, but I just don't ever remember it floating, so it's just kind of funny. But I think it looks very fun like that, and you can use that for another set too. But I'm glad they included it. It's a fun addition. So yeah, that is the Brick Accessories stand. We're very grateful for them to have sent them to us. And yeah, go check them out. Well, overall, I think, like I've said this whole time, this is a really great set for a Star Wars ship. I think it has a good amount of detail for what it is. It is a very big set. I mean, when you're paying 140 bucks, you expect something pretty big, and this is big. Because the thing is sometimes with these sets, they include some sort of side build that really doesn't matter, so then the ship lacks in detail or size. I think this size is pretty big for a Star Wars ship, and I think it looks great. The detail they added, like I said, looks good. There's a good amount of sticker pieces like these, and like the others I showed you on the inside as well. But as far as like the features go, this is a very fun play set. You know, with the spring-loaded shooters, as well as, you know, just these guns here, all of the storage and just space inside, I think adds a lot. This escape pod, the cockpit, and yeah, just overall great set. Obviously, the UCS one is gonna have way more details. It is also $500 more. And Dallin has that, and he's probably, you know, building it right now. But he'll probably have a review of that sometime soon, which I'm really excited for, especially see it in person, because it is honestly one of the better UCS sets, in my opinion. But yeah, the minifig selection is very fun too. This is all just from the first season, so I think they added the relevant characters that are in the first season. Like I said, I don't really totally remember the Scout Trooper being that important, but it's nice to have an extra. IG-11, awesome inclusion. Grief Karga, fun inclusion to have him. And obviously Mando and Grogu are great to have. Yeah, honestly, I'll stop rambling. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. There's not much I'd say to change about it. I mean, I mentioned a couple things about maybe the minifigs, and I can't remember if I mentioned much about the set that I disliked. I don't know. I think it's a great set, fun details. There's not much to it. Not much else to it, I guess. As always, thanks for watching the Brick Brethren. This has been Ian of the Brick Brethren. I hope you have enjoyed this review. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more LEGO content. We're always posting shorts every day and trying to get reviews and longer videos out weekly. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.